Hi guys, and welcome to a sunny but pretty surreal day at the allotment. I've just popped down, just walked down for a bit of exercise, and thought while I'm down here I'll make a quick video. Hopefully the sun and the bird song might cheer you up if you're feeling a bit down. There's been quite a bit going on, but it's all sort of come to a stop now, as you can imagine. And my priority at the moment is just basically keeping my family safe, and if I can grow anything to subsidise our food intake, then hopefully I can. But yeah, I'll show you around the plot and show you what's been going on. Okay guys, I'll apologise in advance. It's sort of gusty wind today, so we'll have to just see how we get on. If it's too bad, then I'll just redo the video. So I think the first thing you'll notice when we come in is that a lot of clearing work has been done. If you remember, if you look back at some of the other videos, this area here was all sort of there was like a load of pallets there, and there was like a cold frame which we've moved somewhere else. And what we've done is we've started to make this area now a big bed, and we've been putting the grass sods along the wall there. We're going to make a grass wall and plant sort of wildflowers and things in it. But this bed's literally going to go all the way across the full width of the plot. The picnic bench and the tool shed are going to be moved up to where the other shed is, and set all that area up there. Okay, we've been sort of going through sort of the beds and picking up the soil and sort of sieving it through. And the previous plot owner, I remember me mentioning him, Dave, he made this awesome soil sieve, and at the top of an old swing, as you can see, and it works absolutely brilliantly. And it even just fits on top of a wheelbarrow, so you can sieve straight onto a wheelbarrow. Absolutely brilliant. The broad beans are coming up nicely, so oh, I'm in the sun there. So yeah, they're coming up nicely. So this bed here is broad beans. Trying to keep my shadow off. We've got onions at the end there, or shallots actually. This bed's going to be courgettes. Broad beans, like I said, and then the middle ones here, that one at the moment is empty. This one has got garlic in, and you can see they're all coming up. Lovely. This bed here is empty at present, but will be filled soon. So if you remember, this area was just all sort of grass and horribleness. It's all been planted up now with sort of fruit bushes that we found in pots lying around the site, and got some flowers there. I think they might be lupins, I'm not sure. Daffodils, the rice paper tree transplanted lovely, although the leaves that have sort of come out early, if you listen to them, the frost has got to those, but it's not a problem, more will come back. It's a really good plant. Daffodils are still putting on a really nice show. The Japonica's looking good, and there's lots of new growth coming on the Japonica, so that's nice. Some more fruit trees, the yucca. I've got some blueberries there in the old ericaceous compost. The old bay tree, looking nice. There's the blueberries, and we've got the some more fruit trees on the bay tree. Okay, now some of you will remember there used to be like a big white tent on the plot. That was the old Polytunnel, and it was taking a bit of a battering from the wind, and it was falling apart. So I made the decision to redo it. Unfortunately, I can't get materials anymore, so I'm kind of come to a stop. But I have got an idea. I found some plastic, big roll of plastic, in one of the old sheds on the site, and I'm going to sort of make panels and maybe just sort of fit them in, and just sort of make a temporary polytunnel, and then I can go with something later in the year. Strawberry beds are doing okay. The strawberries are starting to make a really good appearance, so that's nice. We've got the pallet collars there ready for the carrots and parsnips, and then this area where they were, we're going to make another bed. Got the old water butt, the big bucket that we found, and that's the cold frame that you might remember from the other, where you used to come in through the other gate. Right, I'll take you to the greenhouse. So here we are in the greenhouse. We've got some things growing, there's some cauliflower there. Got strawberries in a little basket. Got all my potatoes chitting at the moment. Got some more strawberries. Hoping to get some early strawberries. Nice and warm in here. And I've got some French beans starting in here. What else is in the greenhouse? So guys, this is the shed, or what I like to call the outback shack. And it's the old shed from down on the old plot. Basically I brought the shed up, and then I just had this idea of putting the, I've always wanted an old shed with an old tin roof, you know, and that's why it looks a bit like an outback shack. So I'll take you in. It's a nice place to come down and read. I used to do a lot of reading, but now I tend not to at home, so what I've done is I've brought some books down. I've put a bookshelf up, and got an old stack of Beano comics there. And it's a pretty cool place. I've given it a good tidy out yesterday. There's the log burner. And one thing I will say with the log burner is I purchased one of these. It's like a, well, it's a fan that converts the heat to electric energy and spins the fan. And it makes a massive difference when the log burner's on. So that's really good. So yeah, it's looking really nice in here. I might have to move in if this coronavirus gets any worse and I've got to self-isolate somewhere. This could be it. Another area that I've been developing is the back area of the plot here, and you might remember from another video, pretty much where that drum is, there used to be like a big shed, and it's now the fence, and it was rotten, it was full of, well, everything, rubbish. A lot of it's still here. I've got to take some of it away, but I can't do any tip runs. I apologise for the wind. I can't do any tip runs at the moment because the tips are shut because of the coronavirus. This is the plastic I was on about earlier. It's quite thin. I don't think it would last a long time, but I think as a temporary measure for this summer, if I can get it on somehow onto my polytunnel frame, then I think it could work. And if it lasts this summer, take the panels off over the winter, then yeah. So this is the area it's going to be wood chipped. It's going to be like a sort of den area for the kids. I'll tell you what we did find while we were getting rid of bits and bobs from here. This tree trunk. Now this must have been an old pine tree, probably a bit similar to that one there. I'd say it's a good 1.5 meters across, a metre tall, and it's kind of hollow inside. So one idea is we're going to fill this with some soil and put some nice plants in here, maybe red ones. My lad suggested. It does look a bit like a volcano, and with red flowers in there and a few dotted down, it could look quite cool. I've got a path. Everything just keeps going. This wasn't here a minute ago. It's just been blown across. Let's get that out of the way. So I've also made a path coming out of my allotment area now. This is going to be another little wood chipped area, and then the path comes all the way along, and the wind is really gusty. It joins this path here, which that one comes from the main gate, and it then goes all the way along to what's going to be the chicken coop area. Unfortunately, work has stopped on that due to self-distancing and things like that. It's not really a good idea to be working on that, even though, you know, you could probably maintain a good distance, but it's just not worth it. It's not going anywhere. So yeah, and then we're going to extend a fence along this area, and the chickens will pretty much be free range when people are down here. So that'll cut down on the expense of feeding them a little bit. And then we're going to put a polytunnel. We've got a polytunnel there. It was gifted by one of my friends, thanks Stu. And we're going to use that obviously to grow things in. And when things go over or go to seed, then we can just give them to the chickens, keep them happy. And this is another little area. Look. My friend Charlie, he has basically done similar to what I've done. He's cleared what is just normally a rubbish area where the council just chop the trees, the branches down and leave them. And so, you know, he's keeping all the other trees and areas for the wildlife. He's just making it a lot cleaner and a lot better for the other trees that are in a better condition to do their thing. But he's got this massive platform, and all this decking came, you wouldn't believe it, came off my old allotment. Absolutely unbelievable. All that came off my old allotment. That must be, I don't know, well, you can see the wheelie bins at the back. That's got to be 4 metres by 4 metres, 16 square metres of decking. And he's done a really good job. He's got it on these bricks and it's level, and it looks really good. So when you come out of his little area and come along here, that's his plot there, and then you're at the back of my plot. So yeah, there you go. So guys, there you have it. A little coronavirus allotment tour. I mean, if you're stuck in, unfortunately some people are stuck in for 3 months, is it 12 weeks if you've got underlying health issues. If you're one of those, or the 1.5 million, then hopefully this little video of the outside will give you something nice to listen to. You can hear the birds singing, lovely bird song, and yeah, keep safe. Remember, there's enough food to go around, so you know, you don't need to bulk buy, and hopefully we'll see you at the end of all this, and we'll do some more videos and have a party down here maybe. I mean, it's my birthday yesterday, the dizzy heights of 49, so you know, we didn't celebrate that. Not that I like to celebrate anyway when you get older, but yeah, you know, I think we'll have a few gins down here when it's safe. So take care, stay safe, and remember, if you like the video, click like, click subscribe, and please, please, please leave any comments. Take care. Goodbye.